Abushimega Bidialas Yetichas Kanas, what Amerigam Yatsel Nahatnira, Haigagani, Bari Luys. Bari Luys. It's Thursday night. That means Ankleren. Sriner Aysor Ankleren. So, as I said to the audience, today is Ankleren. At any time that the Armenian language becomes part of the English language, that means that the Armenian language has a more importance. But unfortunately, in today's society, the Latin, the Arabic, the Persian, the Chinese, the Korean, the Filipino words will become part of the Armenian language. And we're just going to say that so be it, and we'll move on. Today's topic is not that. I just wanted to instigate each one of you to think about the reality of the demise of the Armenian language. Today's topic is about relationships. It's so interesting that we as Armenians have settled in the United States of America, where it's totally a different approach to a relationship understanding. And unfortunately, we bring with us the sovorutunes, the traditions that have been forced on us for centuries. Yet we strive to live the life as an American, yet we want to have the traditions that we fled from. And you might look at it from the perspective of a woman, and you might look at it from a perspective of a man. It's so interesting that as a man, you are typical, the same if you lived in Middle East, if you lived in Far East, if you lived in those third world countries and came to the United States. Because you had the right to do anything you want. A female was supposed to be an angelic individual. Here in the US, suddenly you are faced with the reality that male and female are equal. Just like the Bible says, God created man and woman equally in his deskim mech. See, today, this is my game today. I'm going to use some Armenian words in the English language, and then you might realize that while I'm playing that game with each one of you. So, as a female, you have no right to date at least 4 or 5 guys. Why? Because in the old country, you were labeled as the whore, the person who had no value, and the assumption if you went out with a guy, that means you're sleeping with the guy. And all those things that man could not do with you will be imposed on you. As a male, you have all the right to be with anybody you want. And then it's just like giving you a medallion for every score that you do with any odar female. See, it's interesting. Odar and other. Armenian language. So, I want you guys, especially the younger generation, to call today because, as you know, the Armenian older generation cannot speak or understand English, and now they're going to call and say, Inchu aysor anklereno gachosis. Even though I have made it clear that every Thursday night I'm going to open up the door for the non-Armenian speaking audience or people who have heard about this program and heard that here is a guy who says it the way it is. He's not ashamed of the reality that Armenians live in, and he's not covering up on any of the social values that Armenians usually are hypocrites. They say something and do something else. So here is your opportunity to call and express. You as a female, a young Armenian woman living in the US, where tradition is imposed on you, and not the same tradition is imposed on your brother or any other man within your family and your circle. And then suddenly we hear about instances in Los Angeles that a male has tried to protect the female, and so many other things have happened, fights and even killings. So, as Armenians, are we adopting to the new way of living, or we are just as stubborn as we have been throughout the years and keeping the old traditions, so-called old traditions, because those were imposed by chauvinist males on females because they could not get them. Because unfortunately, the Armenian men, just like any other man, they think that it's only a physical thing that you have to seduce a woman. They don't know that your intellect is more important than your jiv. See, I used an Armenian word, very, very nice Armenian word. So, here is the opportunity for you to be able to express, call in and say what you want, especially Armenian females. Nobody's going to know who you are. Just call and let me know about your experience with how Armenian men are treating you. And I hear it from so many ladies that they don't want to end up with an Armenian man. And it hurts me knowing that so many of our young females, they despise the way Armenian men treat them. So it's part of our culture. It is a heritage, it is a new way of life, and the struggle between the old and the new. So don't be ashamed. Just call. Bari Luys.
Hello?
Yes?
Yes, is this Stepan?
Yeah, this is Stepan. Tsergarzika.
Stepan, I think you're generalizing too much about all Armenian men, because I don't know what your experience is with others, but not everyone is a chauvinist pig.
Well, if 51% is and 49% is not, then the label is the general. 51% wins.
Oh, you can't make that assertion. I think it's maybe half and half, maybe 40-60. I mean, how do you know what it is?
Let's talk about you. Do you mind?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, let's talk about you. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
What are you going to ask me?
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, what is your perspective about an Armenian woman?
My perspective? What do you mean?
Would you date an Armenian woman who has been out with 5 and 10 different men?
Maybe. Would you date an Armenian woman who's been out with 20 different men?
I would.
You would? How about 50?
I don't care. As long as from the time that I am with her, she is loyal to me, and I am loyal to her.
If you're just one of the others, and then there's 50 more after you?
Then she used me, abused me, and then dumped me.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah, the more glory for me.
Well, see, I think a lot of people would see that you're being used and abused, and they wouldn't be okay with it.
Okay. See, right now, and we're talking, you were telling me that not every Armenian man is chauvinist, and chauvinism, it doesn't mean that they look at women in a degrading point, but they look at, could you be with 50 different women?
Could I? No, I couldn't.
Well, probably you will by the time you become 50 years old. But
no, not at all. I'm married. I plan to spend my life with her.
Okay. I didn't know.
Other people.
Well, I didn't know if you were married or not. So if you're married, then you're in a monogamous relationship, and that will be it. But how would you look at the situation that there are lots of Armenian girls? Again, going and being with it doesn't mean physically being involved with people. I mean, you choose who you want to be with physically, but you could go out with 50 different women. Or a woman can go out with 50 different men, not necessarily that she slept with all 50.
Right, but by and large, most people who tend to be in a relationship, physical follows emotional, intellectual, whatever you want it to be.
Definitely.
You can't just have coffee together for 2 years, can you?
No.
Maybe you can, I can't.
No, I can't. I can't well, you are right. But again, do we need to judge them? Because we do it on a daily basis as men. Why should we judge the females?
It depends on the men as well, though. See, you're generalizing again. It depends on the man. Maybe you're doing it. Maybe,
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I encourage all my girlfriends to be with different men. Because it is, I'm just going to quote here, put quotation. It is God's will for human beings to enjoy each other. And the idea of being...
certainly, but...
But the idea of
Aren't you an atheist though? You said God's will, but I
well,
think you're an atheist, aren't you?
no, that's why I said I'm putting those in quotations. See,
Okay.
you're not following me. All right, thank you very much. I need to
I'm
pick
not
up.
smart enough to follow you, Stepan. You're leaps and bounds ahead of me. I
No.
can't possibly keep pace.
You can keep
I
pace.
don't have the education.
It's
that
not.
you
I
have.
don't have the education. I'm just have the logic of looking at the planet.
I know, we all look up to you because
It's all about logic. You don't need education. Thank you very much. Let's go to the other caller. Bari Luys, Sergarzika.
Hello.
Bari Luys,
Hello, Bari Luys.
Sergarzika. In English.
Stefan, I'm not going to speak with you in English. Do you understand Armenian, right?
Well, today's program is about talking in English. I need to learn.
I'm not going to speak with you in English. Do you understand Armenian, right?
No, I don't understand Armenian today. I'm sorry.
Why? Because you not speak so very well in English. That's why I wanted to speak with you in English. In Armenian, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, you're capable of expressing in English. Don't be ashamed of not expressing in English.
Don't worry about that. Ուրեմն ես քեզ մի հարց եմ ուզում տամ։ Ինչի՞ ես մտնում մարդկանց ինտիմ կյանքի մեջ։ Ինչ է դրանով ուզում ապացուցել։
Yeah, but if you don't
հիմնական սկզբունքը ինչ ես ուզում ասել։ Armenian men կարա մի քանի հոգու հետ դեյտանի կամ չի կարա։ Որն է դա։ Բոլոր ազգերի մեջ էլ դա կան։ Բոլոր մարդկանց մեջ էլ դա։
Why are you looking at? Okay, աղջիկը կարող է անի ադիգա։
Աղջիկը ինչ չի դարկում կարող անել թե չէ ինչ ես դու հիմնականում սկզբունքավորում հայկական տղամարդոց
քանի որ նայ անկրենովս եմ քեզի քանի որ Armenian men lack intellect. Wow, it's fine. Thank you very much. Bye bye. It's so unfortunate that Armenian men are so egocentric and they get so quickly offended when you bring certain issues that they are involved in. So let's go to our God, the American US dollar. Let's go to the commercial break so that we can worship in God we trust, and then come back and continue our topic about how Armenian men, 51%, are more chauvinist than the 49% who respect Armenian women. Therefore, Armenian men are chauvinist. Bari Luys.
Մերի Տեր-Բարսեղյանի իրավաբանական գրասենյակում աշխատող անձնակազմը մասնագիտացված է ժառանգության եւ անշարժ գույքի, ընտանեկան խնդիրների, ամուսնալուծության եւ այլ իրավաբանական հարցերում։ Մերի Տեր-Բարսեղյանի իրավաբանական գրասենյակի մասնագետները պատրաստ են սիրով եւ նվիրումով օգնել իրենց հաճախորդներին, ցուցաբերելով անհատական մոտեցում, կտակ, լիազորագրեր եւ այլ կարեւոր փաստաթղթեր կազմելիս, որպիսի հետագայում ժառանգությունը փոխանցվի հարազատներին առանց դատարանի միջամտության։ Դիմեք իրավաբանին նախապես եւ վստահ եղեք, որ ձեր իրավունքները լիովին կպաշտպանվեն։
Սա իմ հայրենի հողն է, որտեղ պապերս եւ հայրս տնկել, ստեղծել, խնամել եւ արարել են։ Թորված բարձրորակ խաղողից, հնեցված եւ հասցված կատարելության։ Պատմություններով, ծիծաղով եւ սիրով լի ժառանգությունը շարունակվում է, պահպանելով ընտանեկան ավանդույթի պատմությունը, փոխանցելով այն սերնդից սերունդ, կփայփայենք հայրենիքի հիշողությունները եւ նրա անմոռանալի համը։ Կիլիկիա, կատարյալ շքեղություն։
LABK Services հաստատությունը առաջարկում է սննկացման, bankruptcy-ի հայտարարագրման ծառայություններ։ Դիմումների ամբողջական լրացում 1 ցածր արժեքով։ $399 գումարած արձանագրության պետական վճարումը։ Bankruptcy-ի դիմելու դյուրին ընթացք, ժամանակի ու դրամի խնայողություն։ Մենք երաշխավորում ենք սննկացման գործընթացի գաղտնապահությունը։ Bankruptcy-ի հետ կապված բոլոր հարցերով դիմեք LABK Services գրասենյակ։ Էնսինոյում գտնվող Terrace Restaurant and Lounge-ը միջին արևելյան ճաշարանների բազմությունից առանձնանում է լավագույն լիբանանյան խոհանոցով։ Ճաշարանի շքեղ բացօթյա սրահը անկրկնելի է բուրավետ հուկա վայելելու եւ միջին արևելյան ախորժալի խորտիկները ճաշակելու համար։ Ուրբաթ եւ շաբաթ կենթանի նվագախումբը, DJ-ն ու գեղեցկուհի պարուհիները ձեր ժամանցը կհամեմեն միջերկրական կրքոտ ռիթմերով։ Ճաշարանը բաց է շաբաթը 6 օր, ճաշին եւ ընթրիքին։ Անմահական ուտեստներ, անկրկնելի միջավայր։ Terrace Restaurant and Lounge։
Գարունը ձեր նախաճաշի համար առաջարկում է բնական, առանց արհեստական հորմոնների, Կալիֆոռնիայի թարմ կաթից պատրաստված սերուցք։ Վայելեք գարունի համեղ եւ անշփոթելի սերուցքի համը ձեր նախաճաշի հացի, մեղրի կամ ձեր սիրած մուրաբայի ու ջեմի հետ։ Գարուն համեղության անուն։
Bari Luys. Today's topic is about relationships, and I'm just trying to express the reality of how Armenian men treat their women. The younger generation, usually as every other younger generation, their interest is more sexual than anything else as far as what relationship is. Therefore, we see lots of Armenian females give in because they want to be with someone who will understand them. And then I know you as an Armenian, you don't look at it from that perspective, but when you go to the 18, 19, 20, and even younger, the 16, 17-year-old girls and boys and their relationships, you see how abusive men are towards women. And today, unfortunately, I'm not getting any females to call in and tell the truth, express what they know. But I do receive lots of emails where Armenian women tell me that they have fed up of the double standards that this community has towards females, and they just decide to go out of the community. And again, the topic right now is when the females leave this community, and I usually, being a man myself, and then being a chauvinist man, as some people might think, I look at the female, Armenian female, as the factory who's generating and producing the next generation of Armenians. And if we lose those good factories, I mean, don't misunderstand me, I'm just symbolizing the situation here. So if we lose those good factories that are going to produce the future Armenians, then there will be no more Armenians. I know somebody might say, we have enough women who are obedient and they're going to create pure Christian Armenian kids, but one has nothing to do with the other one. So call me and express. It is very important for Armenians to be able to express something that we haven't done for so many years, for centuries. What we are capable of doing is just crying. And that's how unfortunate it is. So here is your opportunity to call 818-244-2468 and give me your opinion. Bari Luys. Bari Luys?
Bari Luys?
Yes? How can you express today?
I just want to tell you that you suck.
Oh, are you a sucker too? Well, I suck. There are some good qualities of sucking and there are some bad qualities of sucking too. So here we go, an individual who's confused and angry because reality hits home and they have to call in and say that I suck. I'm a good sucker, yeah, but not towards men. All right, let's go forward. Life moves on. Bari Luys, Love, took Sergavzika.
Thank you. I need advice. My name's Armine Chilikian.
Yeah.
So I'm dating a Muslim guy.
Yeah.
And my parents won't accept.
Okay. Do you think religion is important?
I think it is.
Well, then.
I'm Christian.
Then, well, see, here is a hypocrisy. You say religion.
But I love him. I love him.
Oh, you love him. Okay, so love and religion, then they don't go together. In my opinion, being an Armenian, you can be anything you want. You could be a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, Jewish. But I don't think religion is that important in a relationship.
I mean, I don't care, but my parents are very, very thing. Yeah. They will not accept. They'll kick me out. They'll slit my throat if I marry him.
Nobody's gonna slit your throat. We're not living in third world country, unless your parents are from third world country.
My parents are from Hayastan, straight up.
Okay, so it is.
They'll murder me.
Okay, so what are you trying to say right now? Do you want to stay as a Christian woman that you are so proud of? Yet you are in love with a Muslim man. You don't want to get rid of your Christian identity.
I don't want to get rid of my Christian identity.
Okay.
But I love him so much.
Okay, how about living together and ignore the religion part? Let him, when it comes to both of you, your relationship, he should ignore his Muslim background, you should ignore your Christian background, and just
He's ignoring as well, but family to family, it's very difficult.
Those are labels that we have put upon us. You were not born with your Christian faith in you. He was not born with his Muslim faith. People put those labels on each of us. So just enjoy life. Continue.
Yeah, I want to enjoy life, but my parents won't let me.
Communicate with them. I know they're stubborn. Communicate with them.
If I say the word Muslim, they'll slit my throat. They'll kick me out of the house.
Okay, then don't say it. Because you don't care if he's Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, or Jewish.
Yeah, but if they don't accept, then I can't have a future with him.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, and do you go to school?
Yes, I do.
You're getting an education?
Yeah, I go to GCC.
Okay, do you have a profession that you're trying to be in?
Yes, accounting.
Okay, so you're going to become an independently wealthy person.
Yeah, he's an international student.
Uh-huh. So here is the situation. First of all, at age 23, you don't know what love is. It's basically physical, in my opinion.
Oh, we haven't got physical.
Okay. Well, the urge of wanting him is about not feelings, it's about the physical. And because you are Christian girl, you don't want to do anything with him. So I think in a couple years, because those values will disappear and fluctuate. So probably...
What if he's from Saudi Arabia? What if I move back and then he wants me to convert my religion? And I don't want to convert my religion.
Then you're in the wrong relationship. Then
you haven't mentioned it, but I'm just speaking hypothetically.
Bari Luys, you know what you're doing. Enjoy your life and move on. Bari Luys. There are lots of people waiting in line. It's interesting. Bari Luys.
Բարև Ստեփան։
Բարև։ Շատ ժամանակ չունես, սիրելիս մի հատ մեկ րոպե ունես. 1 minute, please.
Ես մինուտից էլ պատմեմ խոսում, Ստեփան։
Այո։
Չես գում, այսքան մարդ քեզ վիրավորումը դու էլի քոնն ես ասում։ Ո դու թուրք չես արա։
Ցավը դանեմ, ինչու հայը չի կարող թիմատրել։
Կարող հային չի կարող այս ձևի խոսքեր ասել։
Ինչ են ասում։
Ինչ որ դու ես ասում, ինչ անպատիվ խոսքեր ես ասում, իրավունքներ ես հասցնում։
Շագաչում։ My dear fellow audience, Armenians usually lack the ability to comprehend, analyze, and express. Those three elements are very important in any situation. What we are capable of is to hear the first vowel of the sentence and then assume, make ass out of me and you, and start expressing. Did I insult anybody throughout this program? It's so unfortunate that we need to get educated, and not education meaning what the university is going to give you or a school is going to give you. It is just the ability of utilizing logic, which Armenians don't have. To every Armenian who understood what I said, millions of Bari Luyses. And to those who did not understand what I said, not even one Bari Luys. Աբուշիմեգը պիտի լաս, եթե չհասկնաս, որ Ամերիկայի Միացյալ Նահանգները հայկական է։ Bari Luys.